All right, we need to talk about pocket listings again, but this time there is real data behind it. A new academic study by Darren Hyunga analyzed over 700,000 home sales over a 20-year period, focusing specifically on private off-market deals called pocket listings. And the findings were really surprising. Homes sold privately didn't sell for less. They sold for more. In fact, about 1.7% more compared to homes on open market. Now, that may not sound huge, but it's consistent, statistically tested, and it held up even when comparing similar homes, same neighborhoods, same timing, even the same agents. But here's where it really jumps. In the luxury market, that premium didn't just increase, it quadrupled to over 8%. That's a major difference at the high end. So what's driving that? The study points to two key advantages. Number one, price protection. On the MLS, about 25% homes require price cuts. With private sales, that drops to just 5%. Why does that matter? Because price reductions signal weakness, and buyers react to that. Number two, negotiation leverage. In a traditional listing, buyers negotiate down from your asking price. That's built into the system. But in private deals, sellers are far more likely to capture their full list price, about a 1.6% higher sale to list price ratio. And that lines up almost perfectly with overall price premiums. In other words, the advantage isn't exposure, it's controlling the negotiation. Now, here's the twist. In 2020, the National Association of Realtors introduced the Clear Cooperation Policy to limit off-market listings. Did it reduce them? No. Private sales continued at roughly the same rate, but the financial advantage collapsed. The premium dropped from over 3% to basically zero. So the strategy stayed, but the benefit didn't. Now, what does this mean in the market today? It suggests something pretty important. Private listings aren't necessarily about agents gaming the system. They may actually be a strategic tool, one that works best when there's true exclusivity, strong networks, and the ability to control how a property is introduced to market. But as policies and platforms push towards more transparency, that advantage may continue to shrink. Bottom line, the study doesn't end the debate of pocket listings, but it changes it. Because now we're not just talking about theory, we're talking about real data showing how a home is sold can directly impact what it sells for. And that's something every seller should be thinking about and maybe even a little excited. If you're interested in learning more about pocket listings, give me a call. We've got a great tool to get exposure of your home before it goes to MLS.